So what are these tees? Well, they're just slightly wider than the putter head, and I've got a chalk line on the line the ball needs to go on. About 6 inches behind that one are 2 more tees. So I'm going to put the ball in the middle of the tees. So the back of the ball is in the middle of the tees. So what's the skill? Set the putter behind the ball. I've got to make the putter go back and come through, hit the ball and roll it, not hit the tees. That's the task, or that's the skill. So let's see if we can do it. Okay, that was good. Now, if my stroke goes a little, if something's off with my stroke, I'll hit one of the tees. Now, the tour players are so good at this, they basically will do it for this 6-inch wide area and give virtually no tolerance between the tee and the edge of the putter. So they have to bring it back exactly at the same place. When you start out, give yourself a 1/4 of an inch or so on outside the toe of the putter and inside the heel. Same here. So there's enough room. If nothing else, you just stand there and you try to make strokes where your putter goes through the tees and doesn't touch them. Now, every good putter, most everybody, from 3 inches behind the ball to 3 inches past the ball, there's virtually no arc in their stroke and no face rotation. Once they get outside here, some arc it, some go straight back, some even go outside. But through here, they do that. Now, through the ball, the majority of strokes on tour go straight on the follow-through. Some arc to the left, some go straight. There's even some that go out to the right. But through this 6-inch area, there's very little, if any, arc and no face rotation. That's why they hit it solid and roll the ball all the time. Now, we've got a ball way back here. This is very difficult because what I've done, this is called start line. I have 2 tees here that are on equal amounts side of that, the same width as the ball. Now my ball's here. For me to start the ball perfectly down that line, I should be able to miss both those tees. Now, again, I've given myself no tolerance here. So I'm going to test myself and see how good my start line is. Now the reality is you could start it in that gate a little offline and maybe still make the putt. But good players start the ball right on their line. So let's see what happens. So I got my line, there's my start line. If I started on it and hit it there, it's going to go in the hole. So here we go. Let's see if I can get it between those 2 tees. Track my eyes, see the line, hit the ball. What was wrong? Hit it a little too hard. But I started it right on my line. Now the reality is that ball actually broke just a little bit, because it was right on the line. So I started it perfect. Now the only thing that was wrong with that I didn't like, the line didn't roll perfectly. So you can get as technical as you want with this, but it's always, you're just developing skills for your tempo, path of the face, where it's aimed when it hits the ball, can you make the line roll? If you're practicing those kinds of things and it makes those things better, you are going to get better. Now we're going to practice start line on a breaking putt. All putts that you hit are straight putts. I'm going to start this ball on a straight line. Now, I've got this line. If I hit it and it didn't break, the ball's coming clear up here. All right, so you read the putt, you see where the ball's going to go in the hole, you figure out what they call your fall line or the break. Now, the first part of this putt is straight. The biggest reason people miss breaking putts is that their last look, they look to the hole, they don't start it on their line, and they don't trust the line. So they either pull it or push it based on the break. So I'm going to line this ball on that line. Now, like I say, the line on that ball is aimed way above the hole. I've got to get the ball to go above this tee, which you see that tee is below this line. This is a good way to practice to see a tee where you've got to get it above the tee to go into the hole. So, I got my line, I see where the ball's going to go in the hole, and when I see this ball going in the hole, because it's a breaking putt, I don't see it going in the front of the hole here. This becomes the front of the hole. If the ball goes in here, it's the side. So this is the front of the hole right there. That ties into this break line. Now, all I'm going to do now is aim the line, roll the line, and try to get my speed right. So it's not about the hole anymore, it's about this line. So I'm going to roll the ball. It actually nicked the tee or it would have gone in. So we'll do that one more time. So I got the line, aim the line, roll the line. So what am I doing? Well, that one had to be off because I aimed the line, I rolled the line, it hit the tee. So I must have aimed the line a little off. So we'll do one more time. All right, I like it, looks good. Aim the face, roll the line. Okay, now what happened? Had 3 different speeds. First one was perfect, it just nicked the tee, it would have gone in. Now I'm seeing this putt just get to the hole because it breaks a lot. What was wrong with that last one? Hit it a little too hard for the amount of break. So you start to see why speed is so important in putting, is because speed determines line. So if I'm going to aim that line, I got to have perfect speed for the ball to go in the hole. The less speed, the more break I got to play. Too much speed again. So this is what you're playing around with. You're playing around with how much speed relative to line. Once you find it, you go, okay, I think maybe I got it now. See if I can match them. Nope. Too much speed for that line. So did I hit a good putt? Yes, if I hit that putt in a turn, that's my perfect speed. The ball goes 6 to 10 inches past the hole at the most. What'd the line do? It rolled perfectly. Am I upset at that putt? No. I just played too much break. The key on breaking putts started down your line. If you started down your line and the ball rolls and your speed's good, what went wrong? You misread the putt based on the speed. So again, this is a learning process, but you have to understand and you got to know what was off. So the ball rolling on your line, you know your line was good. If it goes the right distance relative to what you thought, then it was a misread. So every putt you hit is a learning experience. Just like every tee shot you hit, every iron shot you hit, every chip shot. The outcome is a learning experience. It's not a reflection on you as a person. Whether I make that putt or not, it's not that important. Pick a line, roll the line the right speed is really important. Whatever the outcome is, you have to be able to handle it because you can't change it. So you have to use it as a learning experience. If it affects you emotionally, you're in trouble. Why? Because now you're standing over the putt going, if I make it, I'm a good person. If I miss it, I'm a bad person or a bad player. That's too much pressure. So then you get anxiety, boom, all of a sudden you mishit a putt. If you go, you know, I'm going to hit it here, and whatever happens, happens. If you really can get to believe that, which believe me, there are people who can, you're going to make a lot more putts because you're not going to get anxiety. You're not going to all of a sudden mishit it because you're afraid you're going to miss it. That's just an outcome. Learn from it.